Messy house. Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and in this video I am going to be making just a little candle holder with like some polymer clay and some silk floral and some fake moss, well, preserved moss and different things. So I'm just doing a couple of things on the computer right away. Hey! So I just want to make sure that everything's going well over on this end. And then, hey Nina, how's it going? Ocean man, take me to a land, take me to a land that you understand. So Randy got a song stuck in my head. Hey Christy, hey Marissa, hey Natasha. It's so good. It seems like we got notifications got sent out today this time. Ooh, still smoking there. I hate to hear that, Carol. Well, still smoking or still on fire? Yay! Hey, Penny. Ocean man, take me to land, take me to land, you understand? It's a real ship. Okay, sorry, I'm still checking. I wish it would let me click buttons, but you know. Oh, it's because I kept clicking the button of the page I was on. Ah, thank you, Billy. I got here at the beginning, right? And it's going to take me a second to get my head on straight. Oh, no! Oh, Nina, don't stay up for my account. Go get some sleep. Sleep is more important. Speaking of sleep, I honest to goodness woke up like an hour ago. Because I'm a bum. I'm a real trip. But no, Randy and I have been functioning on like super late nights here lately. I don't know why. But I kind of miss getting up in the morning. But I was like, this first cup of coffee of the day, still hot. Just finished setting up some houseplants under some new grow lights, and boom, alert, noise. I was actually in the Valley of all the fires. We're getting all the smoke. Oh no. It was like that this time last year, actually in November of last year, we were in Chattanooga, and Chattanooga was on fire. Like that whole area, and it was just, I mean, it was like a dense fog had descended. Working on a canvas in lurker mode, right on. Jilly Vaughn got sleep and I didn't. Oh. I don't function without, like, it takes, they say like 8 hours of sleep and 1 to grow on, and it's like I err on the side of like, well, 8 hours of beauty sleep and 1 hour to grow on, and I err on the side of like 10 hours of beauty sleep. I need lots of beauty sleep to make up for wrecking this. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. But honestly, it's because like I spent like an hour and a half cuddling with the dogs too, so that's always, you know.
That's always a part of it.
Yeah, that's always a big part of it. I'd be way more productive if I weren't so like in desperate need of snuggles all of the time. Nina says, I missed you guys. I missed you so many live streams, and so now I'm staying. Right on. 8 hours for women and 5 to 6 for men. How you been getting too much sleep, honey?
Well, I mean, you know.
Yeah, live early. Good morning. Good to see you guys. Hey, Christina. Haven't had my coffee yet. Right on. Well, let's get some coffee in our bodies, guys. Cheers. And then we will get started crafting. Which, y'all would be so disappointed in me. I have not cleaned up my workspace since last time. Since Tuesday. Since we live streamed. I feel super fortunate, honestly, that Randy and I get to kind of, except for on work weekends, we get to just function however our body demands. But y'all do get a sneak peek at my most recent finished custom piece for a client, which I'm very excited about. Let me get some more lights going on over here. Boom. Z's curly tail. I know, right? Hey, that's my coffee. Hey, Liz. But I got a video of how this eye was painted, too. Gwen's having coffee, too. Thanks, you guys. But the client really wanted it with a copper and a green. I was like, I think I can do that. think I can. And I think I did all right. Like, I'm pretty pleased with how it came out. Actually, that's a lie. I'm super pleased with how it came out. Green with the NBI, right? And so the next one that I need to wrap, actually, I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 more that I need to get wrapped, like, as soon as humanly possible. So this is the next one I'm going to be wrapping. And then this is the one I'm going to be wrapping after that. So, gotta get to work, Vaughn. But I'm really pleased with the new craft room, how I have, like, a to-do shelf, like, right there. So now I can put this one up there and be like, dun, dun, dun. Because I finished it. Oh, okay. Now he's up on the... I know, right? He's such a dork. Z. No, not you, honey. You're amazing.
I was like, what did I do?
Vaughn, what's the best glue to use for flat back gems on polymer clay without the gems losing the sparkle, and when to place them before nuking? Well, let me show you, because I'm going to be messing around with this some as well. I have these gems, which I thought were super pretty, like sparkly and everything, but they're plastic, so I don't know how well they're going to bake. Like, I actually want to do a fairy house with these as the roof, like a blingy fairy house. And so I would make the imprint and then of the crystal, and then pop it out, and then bake it, and then glue it in with probably either a super glue or, because I got this stuff along with them, and it says embellish it. It's Beacon Fabri-Tac. Now it says on the back, well, actually, more of the instructions were on the box, but I threw that away already. But it said that if you're going to be gluing stuff onto phone cases, which is like a non-porous material, to not use gems over 5 millimeters. I found that the plastic stones lose their shine. Right on. Well, it is what it is, but it's still fun to play with, and I bet it'll still be pretty, at least for a little while, you know? Plastic gems will not do well in the oven. You're doing it right by popping them out and gluing. Right on. So, I don't know. I'm going to test it out using this stuff, but I will definitely keep you guys posted. It's just that the plastic gems are like, even one of these was like, I mean, $18 from Hobby Lobby. Granted, that's a lot of plastic gems, but I wanted to be able to, like, spirit gum them to my body. I would use E6000. Right on. Put the gems on after baking. Yeah, definitely. Unless it's a glass or like a glass crystal or gemstone. I'd put it on after baking. I second the E6000. Right on. I love you guys. You're so crafty and informative. Okay, I'm going to tidy up this mess just a little bit before we get started today. And for those of y'all who missed it, this is how the fairy house came out at the end of Tuesday's live stream. It's not really a house, but... yes, it is. Who am I kidding? I would live here in a minute. Sheila says, I got those exact gems at a garage sale full for $2. Guess it was a deal then. Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, it's a little fairy gazebo. Oh my god, you know it'd be super cute if I had been able to put like a little hook on like catty corner and done like a little hammock across. But yeah, so this is how this one came out, and I'm in love with that kind of open, airy, like, I want my life to look like that. I want my house shingled in pine cones. Yeah, it's an LED candle in the middle because there's not enough room between where the candle flame would be in the ceiling. Like a real flame would like singe it up and probably catch on fire. So I'm gonna put this someplace safe. And we are totally rocking my favorite pair of Monster shoes today. So, Tony was freaking that you were using the pine cones. He just mentioned using some for our yard on our project. Ah! Oh, well, thank you, Melissa. I actually, brushed my hair. I'll be right back. I gotta grab some stuff from over here. Hey, Z-Dog. Z-Dog. Z-Doggy, yo. Z-Doggy, yo. Doggy, dog.
Wow.
What's up?
What a match. I've never been neutered so hard.
Jeez. Can I give you a kiss?
Sure.
Oh, I love you.
What I mean by neutered is they kept stealing my kills, so I couldn't build my passive whatsoever.
Really?
So whenever I got into a one-on-one late game,
There's nothing
I'm
you could do?
60 attack points lower than I need to be.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, baby.
It is what it is.
We're using this today. It is a glass thing
What are you
from...
making today?
Huh?
What are you making today?
I'm gonna make an actual candle holder for a fairy to... It's gonna be, again, a little bit more of maybe not... well, thanks for hanging out, Gwen. It's a globy day. And I wanted to do something kind of maybe chainmail with little drapes hanging on it. Which I think that would be kind of cool. What you saying, yeah?
I did 5,000 more player damage than anyone else in the whole match.
Oh, really?
I only got 1 kill.
And I'm looking around for something to use. Man, they really were kill stealing then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking around for something to use as a base because I do want to be able to build up something around the bottom here. But we will see how that goes because I don't know if I have anything. Ocean Man. I like the ones that swing around at an altar and smoke pours out. Right? There's a word for it.
Incense?
A censer. Because it's you can swing it. We'll make one of those then. A smoke pot. Only it'll be a candle. And so you can hang it in a window so it doesn't need a base. Boom. Y'all are so clever. I think they're sensors, right? Hey Google.
You're on the phone.
I know. That's why I have to type it in. I was still gonna... Hey Google. What is the incense burner that swings? A thurible?
That sounds
That's thurible.
That sounds terrible.
A thurible is a metal censer suspended from chains in which incense is burned during worship. Burning charcoal is placed inside the metal censer. See, censer, that's what I thought. Okay. It could be a cauldron house for a witchy fairy. No, I don't know which one I want to do because I really like that cauldron idea. Cauldron, it's Halloween. We gotta do something. We gotta do something Halloween, you guys. Yep, on a Dollar Tree black metal stand. Yep. Be careful, real heat could make it explode. Yeah, and that's why I was thinking, with it being open-topped, I love you guys so much. Because Randy had suggested a witch's hat, and not to be this way, but Creative Mom just did a fairy house with a witch's hat, and I was like, well, I don't want to rip off her idea. And she did it really well, and I'm like, well, I don't want to...
saying witch's hat, and you're like, that's a great idea.
No, they said cauldron.
Okay.
And that's a perfect idea for this.
Yeah.
I'm even going to make little silly legs coming out.
There we go.
Yep. Cauldron time. Cauldron time. How am I going to do that, though? Okay. I'm figuring this out. I just got to get this mess cleaned up, you guys. You could have a roll down ladder from the top. Oh, my God, you guys. Yes, keep these ideas coming. Because y'all inspire me so much. When people are like, why do you just give away all of your ideas for free? I'm like, I don't. I give them in exchange for the onslaught. I'm just one person here generating ideas. Y'all are, right now it's 104 people, being like, hey, do this, do that. And it's like, yeah. Because what we might do with this, you guys, I don't know if it could handle it, but if we could take a bit of water and some dry ice inside the cauldron and make it smoke up out of the top. You could do that. You could I'm going to make it with little windows so that you could put a candle in it. Or you could do an incense. Yeah, well, it's a cauldron house. So you could put it on your elf ears at some point this month for a live stream. I think I'll do that as it gets closer up to Halloween. Because this was the outfit that I was going to wear I was going to do kind of a Sally from, like, Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. I figured, like, because this dress is not at all really like hers, but kind of if you pretend. Cut out a jack-o'-lantern face instead of windows. We might do a little jack-o'-lantern one, because I've got a ton of these. Glowing crystal ball. Yeah. I think for today, because I'm going to be sculpting probably 2 more fairy houses. Like, I think I'm just going to do live sculpts every time we do a live stream for the fairy houses for the giveaways on our Patreon. So I will definitely do more fairy houses with the ideas that you guys are providing. Hey, Jennifer. Today we are going to make, it's just been decided, a little fairy house that looks like a cauldron. So, and we got, I think I got this for like $1 somewhere. Either
No,
like the
it was like $5.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, you probably find them for cheaper at either Walmart or the dollar store, but we got these from Hobby Lobby probably. Because someone had ordered like a ton of chainmail candelabras that we do, but it was that scam order, you know, a couple of years ago. Make a mini haunted town in the bowl and have a witch over it stirring a cauldron. That's really cool. Gosh, you guys. It's an epic Von Craft day. Eye of Newton, toe of frog, and all that good stuff. Okay, flipping the camera around. Look at this mess, you guys. Holy moly. How do I live like this? Yeah, easily, apparently. But it drives me crazy, so there's at least that. Ocean man, take me to a land, me by the hand, to understand. I need to learn the words to that song. Randy got it stuck in my head today. It's all for you, Randy.
Yeah, what did I say? What was I sticking in your head?
Ocean man. Yeah.
And somebody played Odin.
Yep. And it was all downhill from there. Me by the hand, take me to a land, to understand. Okay, so I still have some paints out from last time. I've still got some silk floral out from last time. Getting all this. Most closeted desperate, most creative minds. Are you a Cancer? You look like... No, I'm a Leo. Actually, my moon sign is Cancer, though, so that's a pretty close guess. Now, it's been a while since I've gotten a star chart done, but last time one of my friends did a star chart for me. Every single house was in Leo, except for my moon sign, which was in Cancer. So our little joke is that I'm totally self-absorbed, but I'm really emotional about it.
You say joke. I say reality.
No. Well, at my worst, I can be self-absorbed, like, a lot. Ocean man. Okay, I'm going to have to find something to do with all this good stuff. Be right back, guys. I see, you're very... Oh, really? Oh, a Sagittarius, right on. And I will send you a pic of my fast card one of these days, and you realize you're super organized. Right on. Well, Nina, I did just reorganize, ouch, the craft room. Not that you can tell it. Oh, that coffee's starting to kick in. Woo. Ocean, what's even, oh, it's a little crystal. Okay, I'll be right back. Yeah, Z's a dog. He's okay.
Is he though?
Yeah. No, that was me just knocking over one of my work surfaces. Take me by the hand. Z's a dog.
Gee golly, I'm glad I've been able to help so much.
Oh, yeah?
They've stolen 3 kills from me.
Okay.
Like literally watching the fight till the very last hit. That's why the gee golly, I'm glad I've been able to help so much with all these assists.
Take me by the hand.
Oh, thank you.
I'm packing up my whole craft studio to move, so I'm watching you craft so I don't lose my mind. Right on. Okay. So now Let me get this camera shifted around just a little bit, because I still want to be able to see what y'all are saying, but I don't want it to be directly in my face. Hey, Karen. No, I don't. Because otherwise I keep hitting my hands on it and everything. Okay, so I'm trying to get all the dust and clutter and everything. That's how cold it is in here, guys. Did you see my work surface fog up? We can put a little crack in the cauldron. Make it look like molten.
Left all the windows open.
Well, yeah, it feels good today, though, doesn't it?
It's chilly.
You're chilly.
I've been up for a few hours, so it's chilly.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Ocean Man. I'm going to have to pop this candle out. So whoever wins this one, there's going to be a little bit of wax in the bottom. Do you make wire crystals made from septum rings or any other face piercings? I haven't, but that's a really interesting idea. Hey, Rachel and Tony, we're doing great. Hey, Ginger, thanks for hanging out with us. Okay, I need to find, if I were my black polymer clay, where on earth would I be? Maybe in this drawer? Yes! I don't know if this was the brick I was looking for, but this is the brick I found. Oh, hey, and I've got a whole nother one. Okay, so apparently I've been hoarding polymer clay in this drawer, so I'll leave that there for future Ron to find. Ocean Man. And I'm going to need to use my pasta machine, I think, just to make everything really nice and like smooth. But I am going to start off by conditioning this. So I'm going to slice it in the little slicer. Take me by the hand, take me to. And I have no idea how much polymer clay this is going to use. So I'm just cutting a bunch. Okay, I'm going to set this off to the side. Back into the drawer for you. Hey, Ginger. I am making a fairy house that looks like a cauldron. Is going to be the goal. Hey, pasta machine. Where you at? Pasta machine. And I gotta dust it. No, Randy. None of that now. Okay. So I just gotta find my handle. There we are. Scoot this out of the way. And I'm just gonna start cranking through here. Because I think I want to make the cauldron look like pewter. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to be doing that. Here, actually, while we do this, boop, we can just hang out here, maybe? What do you guys think of that? Hey, because unless you want to watch me crank a bunch of polymer clay. Oh, boy, do I? Okay, so these little slices that I made, I then lay them on top of each other and then just feed them through. Black cauldron on top of stained glass, medium flames on the bottom. Ooh, that's a really good idea. I use that craft knife. Those handles are hard to get. On any suggestions on putting those on? Let's see. Did I put it away? No, I didn't. Okay. With these, you kind of just have to mess with it. The way that the handles work on these, because I really like the concept, is that it has the two holes there. So you're going to feed these through the two holes. And then this one's just going to slide down on top of it, and you kind of have to hold it. But the hard part is getting this little thing into where it lines up with those notches. Vaughn, how do you keep it clean? The pasta machine or what? And then it just kind of snaps in. You just got to fiddle with it, really. With my pasta machine, I wipe it off with my shirt every once in a while. And then I also use a bunch of, like, I've got, like, wads of scrap clay that I'll put through it to, like, pick up some of the residual stuff.
Hey!
Hey!
What's the matter with you?
Is there somebody outside? How dare they? But yeah, and you can kind of see I've got some gunky buildup in there. Gross. So I'd love to have 2 separate pasta machines. One to use for light colors and one to use for dark colors. That way, Lisa says I like to run a few baby wipes through my pasta machine. That does... that does work out pretty well. Yeah, sorry for my Bork and Derg. Bork Borks is the doggy dog. And this is a lot easier when I actually have it clamped down, but I don't quite have this. I don't feel like doing that right now. This is the only part I'm going to be pasta machining. So, yeah, the porch kitten, I am not seeing hide or hair of her since Tuesday. So I can only presume that she got outside while her humans were at school. Vaughn, question. Would you use a motor for your pasta machine if you had one? Oh, yes. I would so much. Yes, they've got little motors that you can plug in, and that way I don't have to do all this stupid cranking.
Is it gas-powered? Like, what's
Gas-powered?
It's a motor.
No, I think...
a pretty reasonable question.
Actually, I have no idea. It might be gas-powered, Randy, though that sounds kind of absurd. I imagine it's electric. Ocean man. So we just keep rolling it out. Any tips on making large sheets with the pasta machine? Motor always equals yes if you have one. And they were trying to talk back to them. Oh, Jennifer, that's funny. My dog's talking to your dogs. Well, first off, I recommend having it clamped down. And just kind of, I don't know, connect the pasta machine to the car. Vroom, vroom. I'm glad you haven't seen her again. Hopefully that means she's safe inside somewhere. I'm hopeful. Get an old washer wringer and use that. Got an email saying you shipped her packages. I don't know, Tanya. It's stamps.com's kind of hit or miss with it because we don't always put in people's, well, we're kind of hit and miss with it as well as stamps. Sometimes they send it, sometimes they don't. Sometimes we put in the email address and sometimes we don't. So for them to get notifications, like I think some of that has to do with whether or not you have a stamps.com account. Has a roller on one side, you can make a front door with it. Never use polymer clay, only real clay. Right on. Well, I really like the polymer clay. Well, I don't know, I've never used real clay. So how do you keep your pasta machine clean? I try to make very certain to never crank it the wrong way because that kind of crams the stuff back up in there. But I'll run baby wipes through it. Every once in a while, I'll get one of these soft tipped tools and go through and kind of scrape out any buildup because this one that I use has like these Teflon rollers, which I really like, but I want to be very careful to not scratch that up. Ocean man, take me back in to the land you understand. So I'm just cranking stuff through. And also, like this one is kind of thick to be feeding through the pasta machine. And I really abused the crap out of my first pasta machine and actually ended up breaking the gears that make it turn. On Teflon, use apple cider vinegar. Okay. Polymer clay is essentially a plastic, completely different feel than earth and clay. I believe it. But I like that I can fire it in my toaster oven. I would love to have access to a kiln. Like, I really want to get to take some pottery classes, but they're pretty expensive around here. Like, it's like $200 for a 2-hour class. And I'm like, I can't, plus the cost of clay. So I'm like, I can't do that. Like, for the cost of taking a couple of classes, I could buy a kiln and just wing it on my own. And that's probably my problem as an artist is I'm like, or I could just buy the supplies. Hey, Betsy, the kitty must be off at her own house. I haven't seen her, and this is going to sound really morbid, but I haven't seen her in the street either, which is really good. No noose is good noose. Take me by the hand, take me to the land to understand. Ocean man, it's a real trip. Is that song copywritten?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna listen to it. Make our own clay dug up from the backyard. Oh my gosh, Ginger, that's awesome.
It was about the way it was in Tennessee.
Yeah, it was. We had seriously dense clay soil in Tennessee. Like, you could tell where the clay pans were in the yard because it would pool water just all the time. It's a real trip. Ocean man. Okay, so this is how big the sheet's getting. I mostly just want to make sure that there are no... Is it by Billy Gentry? I have no idea. Randy got it stuck in my head. I have no idea what I'm singing, you guys.
I didn't get anything stuck in your head. You're the one that got stuck in your head.
You're the one who sang it first, so I'm going to blame you,
I said one verse.
You said one...
Not even a verse. I just said a sentence.
That's fair. Ocean man. Love polymer clay. It's my favorite medium. I cover pens, jars, make beads, etc. and make jewelry like in my profile pic. Right on. That's awesome, Naomi. It's a real trip. Okay, so now I'm going to bead this through and we're going to start wrapping the jar. It's a real trip. Ocean man. And I think I'm going to give it one more pass through just to get rid of those seams. I found some great orange nail polish at the Dollar Tree. Right on. I have a hard time finding a good variety of oranges. Like, some of them are, I don't know, all of my reds are too pink, I feel. Like, I want a more, like, I don't know. I'm going to have to start just mixing my own. Isn't he funny, though, you guys? Z's just a trip.
Oh, no.
Your Patreon link sent me to Penny, Vaughn. Oh, did it?
Penny? Really? Like the Nightbot?
You might have accidentally clicked on Penny's name. The pens part. Ah, Nina. But yeah, there's our messy craft room. Just chronically, this is life. This is just how this happens. Okay, last pass through on the pasta machine. Okay, so now let's hope this is enough to go around our jar. Z, please stop barking, honey. He's just a crotchety old man. He's just gonna sit there on the bench and yell at people to get off his yard. You know, I'm actually gonna put it through on one more pass. This was on its thickest setting.
It's Ram Cena.
I'm going to put it through on setting number 2. And I am going to flip this around. And
I know Sam.
And Sam Dog just comes in grunting.
Well, I'm done playing.
Okay.
I got my 4 wins of the day.
Yeah, this would be way easier if I actually had it clamped down.
Golly.
What?
You want to know how far ahead I was in minion damage?
How far ahead were you in minion damage?
Take a wild guess.
Like 30,000.
Go higher.
Really?
Yes, 40,000.
Okay, and now I'm going to put it through on number 3. And I'm actually going to fold this in half and train this seam down. Hey, Randy.
Ocean Sam, take me by. What's up?
I'm hungry.
Oh, that sucks.
Will you make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Ooh.
Why not?
Yeah, but you love Mom Sam.
Well, after that?
Maybe.
Okay.
Ocean Sam. You got one out? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Is that what you're trying to tell me with your grunts and your gurgles?
Okay.
Come on, grunty.
So now we put it through on the 3rd setting. This should be plenty long enough to go through, to go around our globe here. Now I'll put this away. Yeah, sorry, I haven't had breakfast yet today, so I'm like, when Randy finished his match, maybe he can feed me. It's a real trip. And ideally, I should be putting a coating of liquid polymer clay on this, but I'm going to be cutting out windows and stuff, so I kind of don't want to do that. At least, not just yet. And I just want to make sure that there aren't going to be any little buckles and bubbles and things making stuff weird. So I'm laying down our edge first. Now we actually have some scissors, and I'm going to take a dart out of this. So we are going to have a little bit of blending and stuff to do, but we'll get there. You can clean off liquid clay with either rubbing alcohol before baking or scraping off with a craft knife after baking for the windows. Oh, right on. That's a really good idea. I really like how this is coming out so far.
It's so weird.
So
you know how he's not been wanting to go into the yard? He's been using like the front porch step thing to touch as little grass as possible. So I picked him up, I took him to the middle of the yard and I put him down. And he...
Did Daddy make you walk in the grass, Sam?
You're having peanut butter and jelly?
Or whatever you want to make me.
I'd rather have cereal.
I'd rather have peanut butter and jelly.
You're weird.
Well, I slurp all funny when I eat cereal, and I don't want to be slurping in people's ears on the live stream. Uh-oh, I accidentally smushed this down into the other stuff. Oh, goodness, Vaughn, you smushed it bad. There we go. Okay. There we go. Bring off the excess here. Ocean. Now this right here is where I'm going to put the door. So that'll be fun. I'm going to kind of smush it down, get a nice flat bottom. Now also, since there is going to be, I want it to be possible to have open flame in this, I'm not going to wrap the lip inward. This is a glass jar. I would not want to bake plastic. You know, even though polymer clay is essentially plastic, I don't want to risk it. So I'm just kind of taking this and I'm going to roll down the lip. I mean, very rough forming right now. Oh no! Julie says, I've just found out I'm allergic to polymer. Maybe wear gloves when you work with it. Might be an idea. I mean, if you just can't live without crafting it. So, I mean, I do really want this to look kind of cauldron-y, but I feel like, I don't know, is it looking like a pot-belly cauldron at all to you guys? Like, I feel like it's a little too pot-belly. Like, I need to build the rim out some, I think. Oh, Julia says, I'll just channel my creativity through you. Right on. Well, also, you might be able to use some of the air dry clays and bake them, or, you know, something. Yeah, I'm going to build it out a little bit. Because this would be super cute to have, like, a little witch's hat, like, roof.
I'm getting 2.
2 sandwiches?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. One for now, one for later?
One for now, one for because I made too much.
Oh. So now I'm just building out the rim. Whiskey in the jar. No more PB&J for me. Oh no. Here it is. I wanted to go ahead and grab down one of my ceramic tiles. That way I don't have to worry about pulling it up off the work surface. I can just scooch the whole tile around. Also, I'm just going to say it would probably be a good idea for me to search a reference image for what cauldrons look like. Well, it's a lot of the cauldrons that I work with, Randy, are the very open top. They're more like a modern pot as opposed to the, you know, kind of quintessential witch's cauldron.
So just make a quintessential witch's cauldron.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's what it looks like. Like, this is looking more like a vase than a cauldron.
What are you doing?
I don't even know. Right on. Just don't feed the trolls, guys. You don't need to yell when everyone's in here. It actually makes it really hard for me to moderate if I get flooded with a bunch of messages saying that there's a troll, because then I have to scroll and scroll and scroll to try to find the troll. Okay. Ocean man. Take me by the hand, take me to the land, you understand. Yeah, I'm gonna look up cauldron. Because I want this to look like the black cauldron, like Ceridwen's cauldron. Yeah, some handles will help, that's true. Cauldron and then images. Okay. Bless you. Could I also have a bag of chips? Thank you for sneezing on my sandwiches. Okay, so it actually looks like typically there's not nearly so much of an indent right there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that probably helps a lot, Karen. Pretzels. Okay. Lunch, breakfast, break. Because it's not a live stream unless y'all watch me eat. I don't know. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I think I'm going to do 3 little balls of polymer clay for the feet. Actually, probably 4. I don't know. Most of the cauldrons that I'm looking at have 3 feet. So I'll do 3. And then I'm going to do the little ear as opposed to the handles on the sides because I want to be able to put windows on it. So we'll figure this out. Breakfast of... Hi, are you streaming earlier than usual? I am. Yeah, and the sneezing. Ooh, poached eggs. That sounds good. Pretzels are yummy. They give me my salty fix. For sure. Hey, Sam Dog, do you want to eat my crusts? Nom nom nom. Nom nom. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. What do you think of it?
It needs handles and it'll be a cauldron.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ocean Man, thank you so much for feeding me. It's so good.
It's real good.
That's a good idea, using the handles for the windows. Tails in tandem. He said he was getting off live, and I was like, no, why is this simply... No. I'm having breakfast. They only love me for my food, like, legitimately. It's a much more civilized time in the UK, lol. 7 p.m. I'm just preparing dinner and luckily checked out what was happening on YouTube and found you streaming. Right on! Oh, I'm sorry you're having a bad day, Jessica. I'm always up for sharing some smiles. Sam, I was trying to get you on camera. Back up. Hey, back up. There we go. That way they can see your derpy little faces. They're so attentive when I have food. It's like we never feed them.
Never.
Yep. And a train, of course. Choo choo. That sounds delicious. What's almond tea? Sam is looking less emo when you're eating, right? He's licking my leg, like, please feed me, Mom. I've never been fed, never.
Not my whole life.
I'm not at all complaining, but there might be a little much peanut butter on this. It's like oozing. It's amazing. But yeah, I really like the idea. We're going to sculpt a little crack in this. Have you ever seen the hot pads for bowls? How do you mean? Oh, that'd be so cute, Sinister. The crust holding the extra peanut butter. I know, but then my dogs wouldn't love me as much if I kept the crusts on. Thank you, doggies. Thank you, Randy. Okay, got some food in me. Dumping coffee into my body. Okay, back to work. My granddaughter, the empty jar to look clean, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Pretzel. Mmm. That's really cool, Jennifer. I didn't know that was a thing.
Hey.
What?
What kind of train eats too much?
What kind of train eats too much?
Yeah.
I don't know.
A choo-choo-choo train. I'm lonely.
You're so... Come over here and be with me.
Yeah, that's what the rest of the phrase was.
Oh, really?
Please call me, I'm lonely.
Please call me, I'm lonely. Hey, Robert. Today we are making a polymer clay... Not Dutch oven. Not crock pot. Cauldron. Dorothy says you rock. And Teresa says, "Hello, everybody else likes your joke."
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. It was a Facebook thing.
Yeah, but still, you're funny. Now, I'm going to kind of wait to put the feet on, because I'm afraid they're just going to get smushed all the heck. Oh, what's the best Pokemon when dieting?
A Pikachu?
A Pikachu? That's horrible. Oh. Do not encourage eating disorders, Randy. I heard we were making a crack pot. We're making a big old crack pot in today's live stream.
Eating disorders in Pokemon.
Do what?
Yes, I'm not. I'm encouraging eating disorders in Pokemon.
Mm. A Butterfree. Ah, I see what you did there. Oh no. Aya says, I've been trying to fix my pasta machine and I've officially broken my thumb. Okay, so yeah, I'm just rolling these little balls for the feet. I'm trying to quantity over quality. I figure if I make enough of them, there we go. We've got 3 that are roughly the same size. Ocean man, take me by the hand, take me to a land you understand. Okay. So those 3 little guys are going to be our feet. Pro tip, if you don't have to take your machine apart, don't. Yeah, really. Hey, Jamie, I'm doing really well. Oh, thanks, VQ. Okay. So I think I'm going to leave the deep recess here because that's going to give me something I was thinking about maybe doing like some little spirally vines and stuff and like maybe some little autumn leaves, you know, because it's autumn. But I'm going to be sculpting those. That way we can put heat in this. And we're going to have to sculpt a door. That'll be nice. So let me go grab a texturing tool. Well, I don't know. I can probably do this just with the ball styluses.
I've done that so many times.
What you giggling over there, honey?
Enter password. Wrong. 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 Reset password. New password cannot match old password. Sets computer on fire.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to come through with different sizes of ballpoint styluses. And I'm going to need to do a little bit. This keeps pulling away from the glass. So here it is. I've got this, which I've been storing upside down. And then I'm going to come through here, squeezing the heck out of it. Oh boy. I got some powerful squeezing muscles. And this is still really hard. Yeah, I have an idea. What if... Come here, clamp. Okay, it's the same clamp that I would have used to clamp my pasta machine to the table. It doesn't go any tighter than that. Okay, so not that clamp. Maybe this clamp. Warm up the bottles first. I am the smarter monkey. Ocean man. Yes. Seems to be working. Slow and steady. Work smarter, not harder. Eee. I can't uncrank it fast enough. Oh no. There we go. Okay. Okay. Ooh, time for ravioli. You should make the door look like that creepy pumpkin door from Nightmare Before Christmas. Very good idea. I'm gonna have to search some reference images. Take me by the hand, take me to the land, you'll understand. Now, I think I am going to have to go through and do some sort of something around here on the top. So let me roll this out quite thinly. Yeah, Practical Magic is probably my favorite witchy movie. Like, I've never actually watched The Craft, though, so there is that. But no, Practical Magic is for sure one of those life-shaping videos. So I'm not making too much of a lip, just something to hold on to the clay and to loop over the glass. The Craft is 90s lame-ish, right? Okay, so now I can come through and see we've got a little air bubble here. I don't know if you can tell, but that would pop and that would make me very, very sad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my best to find a craft knife. Here we go. Or an awl. And I'm just going to poke a hole in it. Like that. And then bring it down. Hey, honey. Are you able to turn that down a bit? Thank you. Does the clay you're using shrink in the oven? I haven't had any experience with it shrinking, but I don't think so. A burst effect would be kind of cool, but I'm going to... I prefer a little bit more of a controlled burst effect, if that makes sense. So this is one way to get that hammered metal look. I'm actually going to come through with one of my spoons. For a much bigger hammered metal look.
Oh my goodness.
What's up, babe? And I'm actually going to pull it off of the thing.
It's one of those videos where the kid got their wisdom tooth taken out.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just speaking gibberish as they do.
Mm-hmm.
And they're telling their parent lots of things that may or may not be true. But if it is, it's going to get them in a lot of trouble.
Oh, no. But yeah, see that kind of effect that it's getting? When in need, go for the spoon, right? Anger management time. But that's exactly the hammered metal effect I was trying to go for. Like 100%. Yeah, right? Hey, April. Now, you do want to be careful to not break the glass thing that your hand's crammed inside of. Just saying. Because that's where the door is going to be. I'm making like a little, fairy house cauldron. Mm-hmm. So yeah, just texturing it up where I want a little bit more texture. Yeah, the spoon did this perfectly. Stealing your spoon technique, I never thought to use a spoon for that. This is, honest to goodness, the first time I've ever done this with a spoon. But I really like the way that looks. And then also, just, you know, because I lived in Tennessee for too long, I actually found my other silver spoon for playing the spoons. Do y'all want a demonstration of playing the spoons? Because this is something that I'm totally, like, way more proud of than I should be. Ow, I left the drawer out. But I sat down and I practiced until I had blisters. Are you still putting chainmail on it? No, I've totally deviated from that frame of mind. So you just have to, like, let's see. Okay, more on the knuckle. It's just, I don't know. You can't be a one-person band with just spoons, but it's like, I don't know. It's, I love, like, I'll put Mumford & Sons on and be like, so that's why I have matching spoons on my work desk, because I'm a dork. I can play Bones, which is basically the same. Right on. Ooh, check out Abby this. Oh, Randy, I need your chargers ASAP. We're at 15%. I'm gonna die any second. I'm dead.
You're gonna die in like 10 minutes.
I'm dead, Jim.
You know, the battery has been replaced.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Okay, and we're charging, so I'm gonna keep an eye on this. I can be bow hair when my cello strings snap. Right on. Narrowly averted phone death, right? It was very fortunate that we were playing with spoons whenever I normally wouldn't have been looking at the screen. What's up, Randy? Pretzels are so yummy. Okay, so we have that. I'm going to try to use my spoon. I am going to use a ball stylus, though, to too small. Blend out all of these lines. Here on the lip of our cauldron. Oh, right on. But yeah, so here you can see I'm starting to blend out the lines a little bit. This is going to be for one of my giveaways. Probably, I'm not sure what today is, but this will likely be the second.
Today is Thursday, October 12th.
Right on. It's Thursday, October 12th, so we'll probably give this away on Tuesday's live stream. It's getting there. Yep, right? What a satisfying sound, right? Ooh, happy birthday, Jim! Just wondered if you could texturize it when warm from the oven. I don't know. Polymer clay, I find, doesn't seem to, it won't take as readily. While it's still flexible fresh out of the oven, it's not so readily indented. Like, if that makes sense. So I'm just trying to smush out these lines and then kind of blend it in a little bit. And it just keeps kind of wobbling. To enter the giveaway, Sydney, you would go to my Patreon. And to get that link, you can type !Patreon, and it'll generate the link in chat. So you can just pledge $1 and that puts your name in the hat for the giveaway. Hey, Lauren!
Honey.
That's hilarious.
Oh, goodness.
Super cute, though. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can do that same hammered out texture. I don't know. I think I like it better with the ball stylus up here on the rim. I'm going to keep doing this just in case. I feel like this mellows it out a little bit. Non-stop today, so I'll be streaming later. Oh, right on. Hopefully I'll get a notification and come in and hang out with you. The question is, by Shelly, I would like to try polymer clay. What would be a good start supply-wise? Well, you saw I was using one of these bricks. I'd recommend going to Hobby Lobby or Michael's whenever they're having a sale on their clay, because 50% off. This was like $10, so all this clay for $5, and you can go through and paint the black. And it's like, though, honestly, for like maybe $60, you can go in whenever they're having their big sales and get like one of every single color. And I'm a big sucker for doing stuff like that. Oops. There we go. And then, like, you can see, like, it helps to have, like, blades, but you could also just as easily use a box knife to cut, as opposed to, you know, something like this. Ooh, that'd be cool. Jim says, I bet this could be done on a frozen water balloon, then you could remove the inner mold when it thawed. That is a good idea, except for I want to have live flame inside of this, like a candle, and so having that glass there is really going to protect the polymer clay from burning. And I'm actually going to need just a bit more black, I think. So now we're going to sculpt out the handles. Hey, Katie, it's good to see you. What are you growing out of, Melissa? Okay, like, real question, real quick, you guys. Do you guys think the Nightbot is kind of spamming? My chat isn't auto-scrolling. Any ideas? I refreshed. I did around 55, lol. Vaughn was at Walmart this week and I found a pound of Sculpey oven baked for $5. I got 2 of them. Right on. I actually saved a giant pickle jar, Melissa. That I want to make like a big castle fairy house out of. Like, I think it'll be kind of fun. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. So I'm scrolling through trying to find some examples of cauldron handles that I like. Let's see, because I want something that's not going to break off really easily. So I think I have some little loops, like just metal rings, kind of, somewhere. Those are all too big. Because I think a chainmail ring would be too small. But a key ring would be too big. So I'm digging through my beads. Digging my beads, digging my beads. Digging my beads, digging my beads. Here we are. And I'm going to go with these kind of textured ones. These are little loops that I think I got at like Michael's or something, maybe. Like just a bunch of little, they aren't welded, which kind of bums me out. But I got them for making little wire trees on. I'm going to grab 2 of these textured ones. And that just gives me something that I can build the clay around. How does this sound? Dates, green onions, toasted almonds, turmeric, and curry powder all mixed into... Sounds amazing. I would eat the heck out of that. Okay, so now I've got these, and I'm basically using these for the armature wire, and it makes it way easier to, you know, make 2 circles the same size by already having 2 circles the same size. I was wondering, did you guys think the bot commands were coming too frequently? Like, if that makes sense? Because I'm really pleased with Nightbot, but I just want to know, like, y'all's perspective, if it's like getting in the way of chat and stuff, or because I figure for those of y'all who hang out for the whole live streams, I'm sure it gets redundant. But we get a lot of folks who just kind of pop in and pop back out. Speak of the devil. So, and I want this information to be like readily available to anybody, you know, as they pop in. So, well, we love a dub. Right. Well, Randy finally got it figured out. Okay. I love redundant. That's fair. Okay. So I think it's fine, but I could also be used to be more chat-heavy environments where it has more messages between occurrences. Okay. Well, I just figured I'd ask. Okay, so now I'm coming through and trying to do some shaping to get these little handles to be... Well, there's that, Mikio, but also it makes it very just easy. You know, it's... I feel like I'm afraid you might have taken it a bit more personally than I intended whenever I stopped having live mods. Like, I mean, we've got Lauren and we've got Randy, but those are people who were usually there in the room with me. You know, and it's just... I don't know. I didn't mean for it to be a personal offense. Okay. Because, I mean, I really appreciate what you guys were doing for me, but it's also, I was feeling a bit of guilt, you know? I don't like imposing on other people. Okay, I'm going to angle this down just a little bit more. Right on. Karen says, hey, Randy.
How do they know I was here?
Because you're always here.
Well, hello, Karen.
The doctor will fall. Yukio is usually here anyway. We just loved him as mod. He could bully the trolls efficiently. Right? Well, and that's the thing is it's like the best way to deal with trolls is to just completely disengage. And to just immediately block. So it's... Ooh, that was a nice effect. Taking it and kind of twisting it around like this is helping it to hold on a little tighter. Don't choke on your cereal. Mm-hmm. You're over there grunting and choking.
I was not choking.
Okay, so this is working out pretty well. I kind of wish this stuff would stick to the metal a little better. It keeps kind of wiggling off. Randy squeaky chair. That's probably how they knew you were there. Is your squeaky chair.
Oh.
Yeah, these are going to be the little... Oh, that one's stuck to the table. Crap. These are going to be the little handles on the sides of our cauldron. Hey, Moments. Mm-hmm. No, I'm actually going to use a little piece of plastic. Yeah, that was the pine cone resin we set on fire on Tuesday. Yeah, that's how messy I live, you guys. It's like, oh, here's garbage from a week ago.
It's just 2 days.
Ooh, the rounded end of my thing. That makes it just a little too big, I think. What's up, Randy?
Rounded end of your thing.
Oh. Okay, so you can see how that's kind of coming out. Now, I don't plan... Glad I could pop in. I'll be back after my shop updates Friday. Miss marching and chatting, but I gotta get work done. That's fair, Katie. What on earth is going on in the backyard?
No idea.
Did you hear those chickens?
No idea.
Bye, Katie. I like the way she sings. Oh, well, thanks, Perry. Is everything okay back there? Okay. Yeah, sorry, our chickens all started making, like, just squawking out of their normal habit. That is one perk to the neighbor's rooster kind of hanging around. Is now I feel a lot better about them free ranging, because a rooster will really protect a flock. You know, he'll protect his hens from like crows and foxes and stuff. So I don't feel as bad about having my chickens running loose back there. So there we are. We've got our little handles. Back in a few. Dagnit, why do people pester me? Oh no. Gonna have another pretzel. Oh, weird. Check that pretzel out. Oh. Okay, so now we have silver pearlex. Oh no, I ate it. Sorry.
Yeah, the rooster's back.
Yeah. And my fingers are a little sticky from the clay. So I'm just going to get some back here. I like to dab it on the top of the cap. And then, like you would with rub and buff, I'm just kind of petting the surface. It's a dirt pretzel. Yes, it is. I don't know. I haven't seen Derpy Pigeon yet today. But yeah, you can really see how that brings out a lot of the hammered detail. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and before we start doing any of the other details, and I'm going to use just this little bit of scrap clay too. I haven't seen Dawn in ages, it feels like. And I just want to do like a really light rubbing, because I still want it to look predominantly black. But I just want a little bit to be able to bring out those details. Like, I want it to look like a very aged pewter. Hush, puppy. Yeah, Randy and I went ahead and canceled our Blue Apron subscription.
What are you barking at?
It's just, I don't know, in the pictures, like, it'd be, like, you're gonna get, like, 2 different kinds of pastas and, you know, a couple of different things like that, and then they just send the same style of pasta, and I'm like, the first week felt kind of fancy, second week was like, oh, okay, and then, like, third week, we're, like, done. We're no longer impressed.
Well, on top of it, it was really nice when we were only home 1 or 2 days.
Right. That's very fair. Yeah, but now that we're home, like, we just don't need, you know, we need more than 3 meals a week, first off. Then in addition to that, I need a bigger way to pet it on. Yeah, we tried something new and it was nice. What's up, baby? Hey, don't go. Come back. Don't go.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, how you doing? Kiss me on the mouth.
What?
Okay, sorry.
Kiss you under the mouth.
Oh, I can use cotton balls for that. I never thought of using. Must pay the piper in kisses, right? Well, I've got some cotton balls. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, they're freaking out because they just remembered, or they just realized I haven't eaten all of my peanut butter and jelly yet.
Oh, that's what's going on.
Uh-huh. Okay, trying to dab off as much of the extra as I can. Now, the downside to this, though, with using the cotton ball, is I'm getting all these little stringies on my clay. Uh-oh.
They should burn off.
Not necessarily. Okay, so now I'm going to try dry brushing. And this is putting a bit more of a brushed metal texture on it than...
That's good. That's what you're going for.
I was going for hammered metal.
Oh,
So maybe if I do it much more lightly. Nope, that doesn't give me the effect I'm going for either.
I wonder what it'd look like with glow-in-the-dark paint inside.
Ooh, maybe. If it were something that I were only wanting to use an LED candle inside, that would totally be a good idea. But I really want to be able to use actual flame in this.
Did you use a cloth?
I have not tried using a cloth yet. Which I'm not really minding the brush strokes. Because like Randy said, it's like a brushed metal. Yeah, a blending sponge. I don't have any of those directly on hand, though.
Let's see how rusty I am.
What you rusty for?
It's been like 2 weeks since I played my DBZ fighting game.
Ah. Yeah, I really like the dry brushing it with a chip brush. Oh, what was the idea, Lauren? Use a cloth and dry brush with that like you would with Rub and Buff. Right on. That's a really good idea. But I'm loving more and more this brushed metal look in addition to the hammered metal. There we go. I think that's looking pretty sweet. So now I'm going to put that stuff away before it gives me lung cancer. Sponge on Sponge or makeup brush should do it, yes. Oh, right on. I mean, you don't contour. Looking so great. Wow, daub instead of brush strokes. Okay. Went from being away at war in the military to being away for the railroad. Can't win. Aw. Thanks, Lauren. I get to keep lurking the rest of the day on my microscope. Yay! Does anybody still see me, Stiff? Yay, we see you, Kristen. Sorry, I'm not looking like, I'm not looking at the screen very much, today. Because I've got it kind of off to the side, and my field of vision is actually, like, my face is like, this is phone, this is my face over here. So, okay. So now we're going to take these guys. And I'm going to place the little handles. Mm-hmm. And I'm just getting a little bit more clay. And I'm going to, so I can listen in but not really watching. Right on. That's okay. You tend to find what you need. That's fair. And I'm just mixing up a piece that I'm actually going to split evenly if I can. Mm-hmm. The macho man is coming.
Oh, the macho man is coming.
Get wild.
Huh, well, that's not good.
What's up?
Can't remember what the command is to float down instead of...
Oh, no.
I can only float higher.
Okay, so now I've got these pieces here, which I'm going to use these as kind of like the little pieces to hold on to the, connect the handles to the cauldron. Giving them a little bit of a hammered effect as well.
What?
What's that, babe?
You can't have those two things in the same sentence.
What?
You probably don't remember this, a lot of filler, but we were rivals. Like, no, I'm pretty sure if we were rivals, I would remember you. Just throwing that out there.
Okay. So now we're going to take this and we're going to put it there and there. And so, boop and boop.
Oh, goodness.
Hey, Jim. Ship sipping on mocha, watching Von Craft and the little solar-powered monkey do hula in the window. Ah, going to have to go for a bit. More errands to run. We'll catch up later. Bye for now, all. Bye. Wow, now I gotta go. I hate it when this happens. Bye, friends. Bye, Kristen. Have a good day. Okay, and now I want opposite side, but on the same level. There we go. And now I've got these cute little metal pieces. Where'd you at? Where'd you go, cute little metal pieces?
I don't want to talk about it.
Do what?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, do you not? That's fair. That's not it. That's not it. It's one of the downsides to having beads for literally days is it can be kind of hard to find stuff sometimes. But wait, there you are. Okay. These came with, it's a little like paper brad kind of. That has like a nail head on it. And I'm going to find 4 of these. 2, 3, and 4. wire snips to shorten it down to like that much. I'm just snipping. There we go. There we go. There we are. And last one. Okay. And so now, with the help of my handy-dandy tweezers, I'm just going to take this.
Oh, that's what it is.
And I'm going to press this in. Oops. Not working as well as I hoped it would. So I'll just use my bare hands. Press and press. And now we've got a little metal rivet holding that in. I just like the difference in textures that you're able to get by doing stuff like this. Oh, it's going to be hard to reach in there though, so I am going to try to use my tweezers. Bloody crap. Oh, where'd it go? Nope. Gone forever. Okay. Hopefully I have one more. I'm not going to bother with those tweezers anymore. Whoopsie. There we go. Okay. So I'll just snip that one again. Oh, what even is that? Okay. Better idea. Less tension on the bead, but hopefully I'll still have quite a bit of control. Coming in, placing, and pressing. There we go. Tracing your purple handled pliers. Right on. Well, these ones seem to be working pretty good. You need a gummy tip to hold tiny things right. Great arguing with the internet people again. Oh no! What's going on, Lauren?
I don't understand those things, but whatever.
Thank the maker for bent nose pliers. There we go. How about some wooden logs out from under the... Oh, I like that idea. Oops. I actually thoroughly love that idea. Like, make a little, like, stone-edged brazier with logs in it for the cauldron to sit on. This is turning into kind of a big giveaway piece. Okay, so there we've got our little screws put into it. Let me angle this down just a little bit. Have a bite of this other sandwich Randy brought me.
Goodness, man. Is there food?
Sorry, he's telling me to take a bite of sandwich. Mm-hmm. I'm going to show you guys how I enjoy doing my windows. So I have a couple of different sizes of these craft cutters here. I know, that's what I was thinking whenever someone had suggested polymer clay flames. I was like, ooh, I'll have to get Lauren to make some. So I'm just going to press and cut. And I'm going to skip where the handle is, and then I'm going to press. I'm going to come in kind of from the other side. And I'm debating if I should do, I'll just do one. I don't want to crowd the windows. Okay. There we go. I've got the whole ball of wax too, even as a metal toolbox with all the attachments and stuff. Ooh. There's another window. Oh no, hey Sora. Sora says, I go away for a second and there's so much detail. There's another window. Okay. Oh, didn't do it on this side. That looks about even, right? Sure. I went to a Harry Potter orchestra. Do you guys want to go to the next one for the Chamber of Secrets? Oh my god, that'd be so cool. Just let us know when so we can try to budget it in. Go into a Chamber of Secrets Harry Potter orchestra. That'd be amazing.
I'll take it, Lauren.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now I'm going to start. That's the wrong tool to use for this. If I were a thing that did stuff, where would I be? Right here. Okay. I'm going to kind of rough out where I think the door might kind of be. What's up, Randy?
This game.
Oh?
Yeah.
There it is. Okay, so I'm just kind of moving that out. So now we run into a problem that I run into pretty frequently. Oops. I'm actually going to make the door quite a bit wider. That way it's closer to this window too. But the problem with using a curved jar like this, Walmart put it on. Really? Wow. Walmart was the one that put on the orchestra get-together.
Well, I mean, she does live in Bentonville.
Yeah.
That's where the cool Walmart stuff is.
Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be the rough shape of our door. Dragonize the door, right? No, I'm going to stick with a fairy door. But these are definitely ideas that y'all could use in your own work, for sure. Okay, so I have this extra black clay then. And I really want to be able to build up to where this is flat. Because see how right now it's curving? So what I'm going to do then is kind of just gradually, with like little logs of the clay, start building up the base. There we go. Pressing one piece into the next with a ball-tipped tool. Keep everything bonded kind of together. Hush, puppy. There we go. This door is not going to be an opening door. Just because I really prefer those for the hollow houses. Though I'm sure there'd be some really cool concepts of putting something spooky behind the opening door. Shivers down your spine. Why do you always insist on getting these songs stuck in my brain, Randy?
Because they're amazing.
They're not amazing. I don't like that song. That song brings me sadness.
Why?
Because it's always in my brain. Okay, so this way at least the door won't be floating flat. Or like floating out away from the rest of the house. Could probably do to build out just a little bit more. Ooh, double doors. So going to build out just a little bit more black. What's up, Randy?
This game, man.
Oh?
Yeah.
And this is an older black too, so it's kind of not crunchy, but like just a little harder to work with. This was some that I had stowed away in a drawer. Not the fresh block that was stowed away in a drawer, but this was actually in the black clay drawer of my polymer clay drawers. Because just for reference, so everybody knows, these drawers right here, these are where I store my polymer clay in the different colors and stuff. Mm-hmm. Ooh, what's a Dutch door?
I'll tell you when you're old.
Randy. Hey, Crafty Mom. My coffee's right here. It is now cold. Ooh, that'd be cool. There we go. So that's almost in line with it. So I'm just going to build out a little bit more. Eating cold taco pizza because, oh no. Top right and bottom left. Oh gosh, that'd be a mess. I wonder why they had it that way. Okay, so that builds it out again, almost flat, just to be different, so the wind doesn't blow it. That's fair. Woo! Thanks and sorry. So I'm leaving this nice and open so that we can have a big window on the door. Ooh. getting a bit of a stretch in. Saloon style doors, but cover the whole entryway. Okay. I like that idea. Front stoop with steps. I think I'm going to do that, Karen. It's a really good idea. Well, I think I'm going to do that out of the granite clay, though. Okay, so I'm going to put this black clay away. Thanks, Melissa. Where's my brown dot? I have a nice blend here from last time I was making doors. So I guess I lied. I am going to need to get my pasta machine back out. So I'm going to set this off to the side. I'm actually going to bring this up. Ooh, some silver vines and leaves wrapped around the neck would look good, maybe. That's actually, you're reading my mind, Carrie. I was going to do like some autumn leaves and vines. Okay. So, y'all can't even see what I'm doing. Do you have a bamboo placemat for the rollout stairs? Maybe for the back. Ooh, that'd be so cool. There's my pasta machine. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Okay, so I am going to keep the pasta machine on its thickest setting. Spooky, scary, spooky, scary, spooky, scary. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. These are the only words I know. Oh my god, I do have a sushi mat that I don't use. I should mail it to her. Oh my gosh, that would be really generous. Yeah, we're gonna do some greenery. We're gonna figure it out because I want this to look. I hesitate to make something that can only be really like used once a year. Like I don't want to make it too seasonal specific, but at the same time, autumn, like best season ever. So we have a very nice kind of wood color going on. I really like this side. Like scary gothic stuff year round. Right on. Ooh, I could glue on rosebush thorns. That'd be neat. I do have some little stone skulls that we could use. Okay. I'm particularly in love with this part right here, so I'm going to stretch this out a little bit more. If you wanted to stretch it out longer, you'd feed it in this way. To make the design wider, you would feed it in this way. And it would, a black kitty, oh, that'd be so cool. Excuse me. So there we are. This is going to be the wood that I use for my door and my windows. So I'm not going to put my pasta machine away just yet. I'm going to flip the camera back around. I've used hemp for jewelry quite a bit, but we don't do it as much anymore, and I'm not sure why. Crafters are hoarders with a purpose. That's like, that's so much truth,
Where are you
Zoe.
hiding your porpoise?
Crafters with a porpoise. Okay, except for that, I just lost my little blade that I use for cutting stuff. There it is. Ooh, I did for a Mona necklace. Right on. Okay, so we're going to test this over our door area. And it's looking pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to bring this up and in. Now, I'm going to have this is up quite high, but I'm going to have it zoomed in so I can't read y'all's messages. I'm going to see if I can't pull this up on YouTube. And I'm going to use my wire brush tool. There we go. And I'm just going to start. The key here is to keep all of the lines going in the same direction. Like that one deviated a little bit. That's okay though. Because part of me, it's not too late. Part of me wants this to be a steampunk cauldron. I'm not gonna lie.
No. Why do you need it to be steampunk?
Because I don't know. I want to put a gear in the front door window. I think it'd be pretty. Like, should I make it steampunk or should I make it Celtic?
Celtic.
You think Celtic?
Yes.
Okay. Celtic it is, then. I don't know. Mikio says steampunk. We're getting 2 steampunk, 2 Celtic, 3 Celtic, 4 Celtic.
Sounds like Celtic.
Okay, Celtic and Autumny it is. It's just called a wire brush. Like, you could search it on Amazon. It's, just a clay wire brush. Yep. This one's gonna be Celtic because I feel like with it being Ceridwen's cauldron and, you know, stuff like that, that really, you know, makes it cute. Excuse me, puppers. Spooky, scary skeleton shivers down your spine. Tired of using toothpicks. Yeah, that's fair. And you can actually make your own out of these. I think I'm gonna, but they're so inexpensive too online that it's kind of not a bad idea to just snag a couple. Okay, so there we are with that. And now we can come through with a thicker ball tip. Let me see if I can't zoom in. Woo, too much. Celtic Steampunk Challenge, right? Hey David, how's it going? So they say Celtic Steampunk, Randy.
You can't have your cake and eat it too.
What? Okay, so I did some deeper lines, like wider, and just using my awl, I'm going to go through and do a much more pronounced board pattern. There we are. Maybe. Well, I've got some really cute little Celtic beads that I think I want to use. Like, I love using these ones for, like, over the window in the door. But then I also have I think that would make a cute... Yeah, it's going to be steampunk. I'm so sorry, you guys. But I have way too many cool gears. It's going to be steampunk autumn. But, like, yeah, that little guy for over the window. Be still, my beating heart. So, yeah, I'm getting all of these little... Yeah, just perfectly sized little steampunk. Ah! How many windows I have? 5 windows? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Where did they even get this from? Okay. Send shivers down your spine. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to bring this around. Here we go. Gears for windows too, yeah. Thanks, Jim. I'm not sure where I got them from. Wink, wink. So for this one, you can kind of compare. Yeah, this size is perfect for... Just going to pop it on the center of the door. Pop that out. And I'm going to do a little bit of brushing here on the inner edge. Because even though it's going to be covered, it's still... I just like doing it. It makes me feel good. Okay. So now we're going to take this and we're going to settle it with a smush over the door. Go in gear center and give up a cool blinking scary effect. Right on. Yeah, I'm really hoping that I can get an opportunity as the season slows down to do the treasure box fairy house. And I'm coming through before I do too much more and just making sure I can actually detach this from my work surface. So I'm going to put it back on this little plastic baggie. I've got some other little charms in here, I think. I'm just looking, are they in that same tray? Yes. These right here are probably some of my absolutely... No, Mikio, this is actually clay that I marbled myself of a bunch of different browns. So I've got those. Now with these guys, I'm actually going to grab my metal cutters. No, I'm going to leave it with the little loops on there. Because sometimes I'll go through and trim the loops off. Yeah, I'm going to trim the loops off. Just like that. And just like that. So now this is our, like, kind of our hinge mechanism. So I'm taking it and just smushing it in. And then mirror imaging as best I can. Coming down here and smooshing in. Thank you. More stone and crystal beads and less glass. Can you please show the house? I missed a lot while eating and doing laundry, please. Right on. Well, there you go. I'm gonna try to zoom back out. Am I zoomed out all the way? Yep, I guess I am. Sorry, guys. Trying to figure out the internet. So, there we go. And now you can see them both. So now we've got the hinges set up. And now we just need a little handle. So let's see if I can't find something that would make a cute little handle. Just like a little doodad. Ooh, I found some little springs. Definitely going to use those somewhere. Ooh, guys, I found a wee bitty little... Just a wee bitty. Come back here. I need you. Just a wee bitty gear. Though you turn from me, I'm just going to do a little round handle, boop, like that, but with this little gear on top of it. Boop. Like that. How's that for a handle? I'm a parrot sitting a little bird. He is going nuts as you hum. Oh, I don't know that song. Like, yeah, I was just singing it. This is the thing that you use to pop out the... they're called craft cutters. Spelled with K's if you Google them online. But I need more of these in my life. They make such a huge difference. In, like, literally everything. Okay, so now we have this, but it looks way too clean. So I'm going to come through with my very favorite angled makeup brush. And... no pants is the best. For sure. And just some matte black eyeshadow. And starting at the edge and brushing inward, because I find this deposits the most amount of the pigment at the edge. And then you can drag it in. Hey, honey.
Hey.
Just coming in. I'm going to darken down around the windows. Just kind of sweeping it. I feel like it brings out a lot of detail. Because I don't really want to go through and do an acrylic wash on this. So I'm perfectly fine with just darkening in the details with some eyeshadow. I kind of like just running over it diagonally. They say your furious mouse clicking is hilarious.
Dang it.
What?
My game crashed.
Oh no.
In the middle of a mission.
Was it because you were clicking so much?
I guess.
Speaking of furious mouse clicking, yesterday, I spent, I don't even know how long, trying to retype up my writer for whenever I guest at conventions. And then Adobe crashed right as I was like finishing up. I was adding in like the signature area down at the bottom.
Later, Lauren.
And it crashed and I had not saved it. Bye, Lauren. We'll see you. I miss her.
I know you do. But what you're not telling them is that I was all like, hey, when's the last time you said it?
Yeah, really. Shut up, Randy. It's like, I love you, but why do you gotta be right all of the time?
And yet you'll never listen.
Well, no. Of course not.
For fear of the one time I'm not right.
No, I never think that you're not right. I'm just lazy and don't follow instructions well.
You want me to pick you up and put you out in the grass? Yeah? I'll do it. Okay, let's go do that. Let's go. I will pick you up and put you in the grass.
Oh no. There we go. Ernie must be doing Pokemon. Well, he's playing his DBZ game on the computer. Because he wants to get really good at it and then do a let's play. Okay. So now our door is more or less on. There we are. I'm getting really tired. There we go. And now I'm going to start adding in some of the stonework that we do. I'm going to do the kind of step building up to it. So I won't guess I'll need this for the window. Though honestly, we could do... Nah, I'm going to do the stonework. Excuse me. So I'm using gray granite. Where you at, gray granite? There they are. Which is like my favorite for making fake rocks. Well, hey, puppies.
Well, progress.
What's up?
He's still not stepping in the grass eagerly, but he's going.
I don't know what happened that they hate walking in the grass now.
He has no problem with it.
Oh, really? It's just Sam?
Just
What's the matter with you, Tater?
taking the longest steps doggily possible.
Doggily possible. Okay. Actually, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna grab my rock texturing tool. Just my whole face feels fuzzy. I don't know what's up. I'm gonna smash it this way. I'm gonna lay it on its side and go smash it this way. And like it's starting to give us a really nice like kind of squared off effect. Now I'm going to do another one,
Ooh-wee.
but bigger. What's up?
One of them farted.
Doggy. How do you make the black clay shine so much? With silver pearlax. And I just dry brushed it on with just a chip brush like this. Which one of the dogs is he's just sitting there farting, isn't he?
Well, he just got done pooping.
Well, why is he farting so much? Like, seriously, Z. Get your life together, bro. So there's that. Our kind of uneven stoop. And just gonna start darkening in the crevices for sure. There we are. I think that's looking pretty nice. Seriously, Z? Does he need to go back out?
Maybe?
Our poor gas-filled dog. But yeah, so this is the kind of clay I use. I'm just trying to distract from the fact that my dog is like just rambunctiously farting. Just staring at me and farting. Z. Okay, now I do have... Where you at, little skull beads? If I were a skull bead, where would I be? Simon Z. Right? Doesn't he just? Nope. 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 Ooh, that would look wicked cool. Okay, so guys, I have these carnelian beads that I think I'm going to use to be like embers underneath the cauldron, if that makes sense. To make them kind of look like coals a little bit, I think is the goal here. Because I can't for the life of me find those little skull beads that I literally just got. No idea where they went. Ouch. Bye, Sheila. Oof.
You ready for martial arts? Are you ready to pose?
What? Stop farting, doggy.
Dude, seriously, why are you over here by me doing this?
So you don't mind as much if they're over by me farting?
Correct.
That's fair. What do you guys think of that? I don't know, I kind of like the idea of it being up on sticks better. So I thought that might look kind of cool. So I think I might go out and just get some sticks from the yard and like hot glue them together into a base that then this sits on. 10 of those I got in a grab bag and hate. No idea what to do with them. I hate that color. But it'd be great for that good idea fun. Right on. Ah, speak of the devil. Skull beads. But yeah, they're just these little, I mean, they're like from Michael's. And I thought it might look cool to have like little skulls poking around. And then we do also have some of these like toxic green. Ugh, I don't even know. There's so many different options and things that we could do, you guys. But I kind of want something that I can hide this build up on the side with, if that makes sense. So we'll keep that in mind. I'm probably going to add in some sort of base after it's all said and done. I've only got the one color of the skulls.
I thought you had 2 colors.
I've got 2 sizes.
You didn't get any blue ones?
Mm-mm. I was trying to practice some semblance of self-restraint.
What's that?
I don't even know what self-restraint is. Z! Good Lord!
What did he eat?
I don't know. My peanut butter and jelly crust, but that's never made him fart like this before.
I don't know.
Don't come over here loving on me, you little fart machine, who I love. You're such a good dog. Hey, Randy, do you think you could take a break from that for a bit and read people's questions?
After this mission.
Okay. Whenever he gets done with this mission, Melissa, Randy, you'll be on question duty for me. And Z's like, tee duty. I'm like, shut up, dog. Because I agree with you. It's a lot easier when I've got somebody who can read the questions and stuff to me. I like getting to interact with you guys. The orange rocks were carnelian. They were napped carnelian coin beads. And the reason why I haven't really used them in anything is because the holes are very irregularly drilled in them. So, like, I could do it on, like, beading floss, but not on, like, wire wrapping or anything like that. So they're kind of hard to find, you know, something that works other than just strung up beads. Hush, puppy. Hey, little man. Now, I do have some weird, albeit interesting, like, stainless steel ball bearings. That's okay, honey. That I might be able to incorporate. That look kind of steampunky. Do it, Randy?
So I still didn't get it.
Oh, no?
Mm-hmm. I keep playing that mission over and over and over so I get one thing.
Okay. I also have these little things that are like, I don't even know what these are. I think my stepdad Fred found them in the in like a parking lot of a truck stop. So I have no idea what they are, but they're cool. And they're brassy. And they remind me of like little planters. So I'm just going to smush them in here on the sides. I think we'll build out the clay a little bit more before I do that. But I'm going to put one on each side and just use them as like little planters. Mush, smush. Getting my body coffee. You can make beer steins with them. Okay. Any questions and comments, Randy?
No. My heart goes out to you. Put the skulls and pictures.
Ooh! That sounds like a good idea, putting the skulls in the planters. Hehe.
What orange rocks?
The carnelian napped beads that I was using.
Oh.
Ooh, I just had an idea.
That makes could literally kill the ring. We wondered if he didn't legally have intestinal problems.
Legit have a... Yeah. Some puppies are power poopers. So I was thinking about doing little stacked skulls. Like, hey Christy, thanks. With like, I don't know, a flower or something on top.
Does the door open?
The door does not open on this one.
The tool you used to make the stones more realistic, has that a name?
This is a backgrounding tool from Tandy Leather. I did, April. The quality was great. Really beautiful music. You guys are really talented musicians. But yeah, and you can kind of see here on the surface, if the camera will focus. It just makes almost like a little moon surface. Do what, Randy?
Am I going to have to feed you mint so you stop gassing?
Well, that's a nice breeze.
Got a gypsy bed for my fairy house. I love it. It's a present from my sister.
Wire tree or vines for the planters, maybe. Right on.
A right-handled door. I love it. Right-handed door. It would be awesome.
Stacked skulls make the top look like a tiki torch. Yeah. I think I'm going to do a lot of that stuff in, after it's been baked.
Oh Lord, now my animals has joined in the gas. That's funny. Can you drill out a bigger skull's eyes with Dremel mounted on the cutout beside the house like a porch light?
That'd be super cool. But I don't think I can. It's howlite, and so it has such a tendency to fracture and crack whenever it gets drilled.
Maybe turn over the planters and have skulls on top like gargoyles at the entrance.
That'd be neat. Lots of really good ideas.
Are you going to put a lid on it?
I'm not. I'm going to leave it open because I'm thinking we could put like dry ice and some water in there and have fog come out.
Must have been the peanut butter that made the dogs spicy.
Maybe.
Maybe a little moss and a player that coil a little copper wire, stack your skulls, maybe leave the flowers.
Like it's a topiary?
Gotta join Wendy Kitty. Is this a glass vase or a pot?
It's a glass vase that's been covered in the clay. Hush, puppy. But I intend it to have actual, like, I want you to be able to put a real candle inside of it. So that's why I'm leaving the top completely open. Stuff like that.
How do you determine what is safe to use in the oven?
A trial and error, mostly. And it's a pretty low temperature bake. So, for the most part, as long as it's not like a soft plastic, like any metals, I feel like it's probably okay. I'd watch out for like galvanized steel, just because I know whenever they heat up, they release gases. But I don't think at 270 degrees you have to worry about that as much.
Since you rearranged, have you found any place for your owl?
I have. My owl's on the windowsill, in our long, like, 12-foot wide window. Okay, so now I'm going to darken down these stones a little bit more, and then I'm actually going to pop this guy in the oven to bake.
I'm not familiar with dry ice. Will it crack the glass inside?
I don't know. That's a really good question, because I don't believe that this is tempered. I don't know, this glass was intended for holding candles in it, so you'd think it'd be tempered glass. Do you think they're gonna?
I hope not.
Okay.
I have quite a headache as it is.
You too?
Yes, dry ice will crack the glass.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we could put another dish inside of it with the dry ice. Or maybe a piece of styrofoam underneath the dry ice.
Put the dry ice on a piece of a sponge.
Yeah. Just a little bit of texturing on there. Okay, so I'm going to leave this like this. We're going to pop it into the oven, and then I'm actually going to meet you guys back here next Tuesday to finish up doing all the detailing and everything on it. So, but it's like I've got a splitting headache. I think I'm going to go lay down for a little bit, work on some more custom orders and stuff. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to flip this around.
Just don't touch the dry ice, it will burn you.
So, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or anything, leave them down below. Look at that dog staring at me. So, have a wonderful afternoon, or morning, or evening, or wherever you are in this world. I hope you have a beautiful day. So, bye, and happy crafting.